Hey everyone, I'm Nichieni and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you the cryptic story of a man named Ambrose Small, a millionaire who vanished off the face of this earth. So, sit back, grab a snack and relax as I tell you the tale of Ambrose Small. When you think of the word millionaire, what comes to mind? Bill Gates? Elon Musk? Jeff Bezos? Well, allow me to introduce you to someone who, for his time, was among their ranks, Ambrose Small. Now, I had never really heard about his case until my history teacher brought him up last week in class, so you all have him to thank for this video today. Regardless, Ambrose Small was a theater magnate in the 1900s and 1910s who primarily operated in southern Ontario, Canada. Back in those days, theater was an incredibly profitable industry, akin today to that of Hollywood. Small owned several well-known theaters across the province, most notably the Grand Opera Theatre in Toronto. While it no longer exists anymore, the Grand Opera Theatre was an incredibly prominent concert hall, often being described as the Ed Mirvish of its times, which is another famous concert hall in Toronto. The incident pertaining to Ambrose himself is what led to the downfall of the Grand Opera Theatre. So what happened? Allow me to explain, my friends. On December 1st, 1919, Ambrose Small sold all his theater holdings for a total of $1.7 million Canadian, the equivalent of around $27 million Canadian in today's money, an insane amount of cash. The following day, Small met with his lawyer in his office to discuss the finances. His lawyer would be the last person to ever see him. That night, Small vanished. No one was too concerned at the time, as he was well known for taking leave without any notice to friends and family. Because of this, his disappearance was not officially reported until 1920. Once it was, it became a national news sensation. Of those who testified, none noticed him leave his office in the Adelaide and Yonge Street areas outside of the building. A newsstand operator did say that he had seen Small in an altercation with him regarding the shipment of newspapers being late that day. This claim, however, was discounted by police as the operator just trying to gain clout, or whatever the 1919 version of clout was. Anyways, police were stumped by Small's vanishing. He hadn't taken any money with him. There was no evidence of kidnapping or a ransom note left behind. Just nothing. And with Small at the height of his career, owning concert halls in 7 Ontario cities, there was no real reason for him to just disappear like that. Despite the lack of evidence, the police still held an extensive investigation into the case. Leads were little to none, until 1921. In 1921, there was a reported sighting of Ambrose Small in the state of Iowa. In this sighting, it had been stated that the person who bore a resemblance to Small had been in a motor accident in the city of Des Moines. A detective from the state questioned the man who initially claimed to be Jack Doughty, Ambrose Small's assistant. Well, that was a blatant lie. Jack Doughty was confirmed to be in Canada at that time, meaning that there was no way that the injured man could be him. The detective continued to question the man, eventually showing him a photo of the late Ambrose Small himself, to which the man apparently pointed at and said, quote, "Yes, that's me." While it was noted that the man bore an uncanny resemblance to Small, this ultimately led nowhere in the investigation. In 1924, Small was declared legally dead, despite the fact that no body was ever recovered. The case remained open until 1960, when it was subsequently closed. Theories of what happened to him are abound. One is that he had fallen into the hands of one of the women who had worked at the opera theater. Another is that his disappearance was the result of gambling debts, but no one knows for sure. To this day, over 100 years later, it is not known what became of the millionaire, and it likely never will. All possible evidence of what may have happened to him has long since been left to time. All we can do now is speculate.